Hey guys, it's Katrina and I'm really excited for this video. I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up. I'm excited because I read a lot more books than I thought I would this month, and so I'm just going to quickly go through them. I have my Goodreads up. I'm actually doing one of the reading challenges. I just set a goal for myself for the year. My goal was to read 50 books in the year, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go over it just because of how many books I read in this month. But to be fair, we did have a blizzard and I was off of work for over a week, so I crushed a lot of books during that time. I'm doing this in no particular order of how I read it or what I liked. I'm just going to kind of grab them off the shelf. First up, I have here The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Adea. I think I'm butchering that, but this book was awesome. It really surprised me. I didn't think I would like it that much. I'm just going to read a tad bit of what it's about. It says, one life to one dawn in a land ruled by a murderous boy king. Each dawn brings heartache to a new family. Khalid, the 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan, is a monster. Each night he takes a new bride only to have a silk cord wrapped around her throat come morning. That sounds familiar. It's because it was inspired by 1001 Nights, which I've heard about before. This isn't usually the type of book I would like to read, more so because it's focused on a lot of romance, but I just really enjoyed it. It really surprised me. I mean, obviously there's some romance, but there's a lot of other qualities. Next up we have An Ember in the Ashes, a novel by Sabah Tahir. This is another one that, this is actually recommended to me by a friend, and I bought it a while ago, and then I just so happened to pick it up this month. So right here, just a little tidbit from the front. It's Leia is a slave, Elias is a soldier, neither is free. So it's told from two different perspectives. It kind of goes back and forth from each. Here's a little map here. I always tend to fall for books that are set in another world that needs their own map. But definitely recommend this book. I really enjoyed it. The issue is the next book doesn't come out till August, so I have to wait for it. Alright, The 11th Plague by Jeff Hirsch. I did not really care for this book so much. I picked it up at a used bookstore a while ago. Sometimes the only way to survive is to keep moving. So it's pretty much dystopian. There's some kind of flu, some kind of plague that sweeps through America, and it's survival. I don't know. I just really wasn't that interested. I kind of flew through it. Didn't care much for the characters, so don't really recommend this one, sorry. Fairest from the Lunar Chronicles. This is Lavana's story. I loved the whole of the Lunar Chronicles from Cinder all the way through to Winter, so I actually got this for Christmas, and I liked it. I think I liked it because I had already read the whole of the series, even though it's kind of like a prequel kind of thing, but I don't know. I'm always a sucker for an evil queen. It had its ups and downs, but if you're into the Lunar Chronicles, I do recommend go ahead and just pick it up and read it. It was alright. Next up, I have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Like everyone else, I picked it up because it just sounded so cool and so creepy, and look at these photos, which is probably my favorite part of the book, actually. All hype aside, just from what the book was, the plot, everything, it was okay. I would recommend it to some people, not everyone. It just wasn't what I thought it would be, so that was really disappointing. I wanted it to be super creepy and like give me chills, because I hate the whole little kids dressed up in old-time clothes. It always just creeped me out, so I was like, this is gonna really freak me out, and it just didn't. I don't know. A little disappointed. But I'm still going to read the rest of the series. I just started The Hollow City, and we'll see if I'll enjoy it some more as it goes on, or just continue to be disappointed. We'll see. I also read the whole of The Dark Materials from Pullman, so the Amber Spy, well, that's the last one. So I read The Golden Compass, The Subtle Knife, and The Amber Spyglass. I picked it up at a used bookstore in North Carolina a while ago, and I finally just got through the whole series, and I was pleasantly surprised. Also surprised it's considered kind of a children's book. It was pretty deep, but I know my best friend when I was younger, she read through that and loved it and always recommended it to me, and I just never got around to it. But I did enjoy it, so there's that. Then I have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and that's the author of the Grisha trilogy. I have not personally read the Grisha trilogy, and now I definitely am going to because I loved Six of Crows. It says here on the cover, 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. So yes, it's a heist book, but it's also pretty fantasy, and I don't know. I just really enjoyed the world that was created here, and which makes me really want to read the Grisha trilogy. So I definitely recommend Six of Crows. Books, I also listen to audiobooks, especially in the car. On audiobook, I read Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi and Splintered by A.G. Howard. Both books I was really excited for because the plot just appealed to me, especially Shatter Me. I thought, okay, this chick's kind of crazy and she kills people. You could always love a good murder. That came out wrong, but I do love a good murder in a book. But I don't know, they just felt kind of short for me. I don't think I'm gonna continue this Splintered series unless any of you guys like it and want to comment below and tell me that it gets better or something. Shatter Me was just, I don't know if the audiobook ruined it for me, or maybe I should have just picked it up and read it from the book, but she was kind of annoying, and I don't know, I didn't enjoy it. The metaphors kind of drowned me. Once again, if that's a series you like and think that, I might actually continue reading that one just to see if I'll change my mind on it. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I know that's one that a lot of people read in high school or just in school in general. One of my coworkers recommended it to me. I went kind of to crappy schools and we didn't have to read a bunch of the cool stuff all you guys got to read. Still bitter about that, but moving on. I enjoyed it. It was a quick read. I'm pretty sure everyone has read this book in school and I was just pretty left out, but not bad. It was okay. So I filmed this whole thing, started editing, and realizing I did not mention I just finished Red Rising from Pierce Brown. Oh, this is probably my favorite book this month. It is so good. It's kind of dystopian, but not really young adult. I guess it is still young adult. I don't know. It's very sci-fi, dystopian. It's set on Mars. It is brutal. There's like killing and blood and a lot of connections to Greek mythology and Roman mythology, and so good, so good. Out of all the books this month, I recommend this one. Please read this book. It's so good. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. So as far as January goes, I think it was a pretty killer month. I enjoyed the majority of the books I read, and even the ones that I didn't like, they were alright. I didn't have to like stop reading it and put it to the side. That being said, I'm really excited for February. Tag video and I went to use bookstores. I picked up a bunch of series that I kind of want to go through. Hopefully I'll get to them in February. And then there's things that come out like what is it called? The second book for the Red Queen series comes out in February. I'm really excited for that. And I know there's a couple other really good books coming out this month, this upcoming month. So super excited for those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.